Hi everyone, in this video I have for you 5 English idioms that will really make you sound like a native speaker when you use them. These are not your run-of-the-mill idioms, and they can also be confusing, so you'll want to understand them even if you don't want to use them in your conversations. But I recommend that you do use them because you're going to sound so practiced and fluent. The first idiom is been called every name in the book. Usually you hear this idiom used like this: I've been called every name in the book. When someone says this, it's an exaggerated way of saying that they have been the subject of many critical or slanderous insults. In other words, people have criticized or attacked them a lot, and they are used to it. For example, that article about me doesn't bother me. I've been called every name in the book. The second idiom is an American idiom, make a federal case out of something. This is a fairly common used American idiom that will make you sound like you really know how Americans speak. To make a federal case of something means to make a big deal out of something that is not important. To become overly upset or angry about an unimportant or trivial thing. To behave as if something is a much more serious problem or mistake than it actually is. Or to give undue attention or assign undue importance to something. This idiom is similar to make a mountain out of a molehill. You can say make a federal case of something or make a federal case out of something. I grew up saying make a federal case out of something. They both mean the same. And it's always used in the negative, as in don't make a federal case out of it. It's never considered a good thing to make a federal case out of something, at least in figurative terms. Example: I'll pay you back your $5 tomorrow. You don't have to make a federal case of it. Speaking of $5, I wanted to let you know that if you need full lessons on each of the idioms presented here, with many more examples of use and explanation, you can get those audio lessons by becoming a supporter and buying me a coffee. Just follow the link in the description. There are also other exclusive lessons waiting for you and many, many more to come. The third idiom is two can play at that game. Two can play at that game means that another person can do the same thing or behave the same way. If you do something bad to someone, they can do something bad to you, or a wronged person can reciprocate. This is often used as a threat of retaliation against someone. For example, my roommate is always playing pranks on me. He doesn't seem to realize that two can play at that game. I've got a doozy planned for him. You can also say, that's a game two can play. Idiom number 4 is par for the course. When something is par for the course, it is normal, expected, or the usual. Something that is the usual outcome and is mediocre or unexceptional. It's something that past experience suggests should be expected. This idiom comes from the game of golf. Example: unfortunately, corrupt cops are par for the course around here. And my last idiom is another one using the word course, run its course. When something has run its course, it has reached an endpoint or a natural conclusion without outside interference or help. This idiom, run its course, often refers to diseases or illnesses, but it can also refer to anything that has a starting and an ending point and which does not need any human intervention to conclude. Example: the doctor said I had a simple stomach virus and it would run its course within a few days. That's it for this lesson. If you have any specific questions about these idioms, feel free to ask in the comments.